Right brain, left brain, center brain. Hi, I'm Loren McDonald with IBM. Today I want to talk about an idea that I've been doing a lot of thinking about, which I'm calling center brain marketing. And really it's this idea that marketers traditionally have been right brain, right? We think about things like the Mad Men TV show and sort of typical concept of marketing that's been around for decades. It's a bunch of very creative people getting in a conference room and brainstorming and writing on walls and coming up with campaigns and creative and ideas of how to execute marketing programs to drive leads or conversion, brand preference, whatever it is. And on the other side, we have sort of this growth over the last couple of decades around the explosion of technology and data and analytics, which historically we think about with left brain people, lots of times engineers and the sort of very analytics driven people. The reality is that the left brain concept and left brain marketing, that sort of analytics and data side has been around actually for decades. You go way back to direct marketing and things like RFM, recency frequency marketing. Those sort of data driven, analytics driven concepts have actually been part of marketing, direct marketing, for many, many decades. But the reality is today that the explosion of technology and where we're going with cognitive technology and analytics and data and real-time personalization, all these different sort of new tools that have become available to marketers are requiring a different part of the brain, right? So we're increasingly seeing marketing has become very sort of data driven, right? And we're hiring these data analysts and these people who need to use the left part of their brain. At the same token, marketing is about creating excitement and leveraging, tapping into consumer and customer emotion and tapping into the ability to convert people and get them excited, create brand preference, engage with our content and our channels, right? So, neither is more important than other, but so we've gotten to this point today, again, where what I'm talking about is this idea of center brain marketing, where we really have to excel at bringing the two parts of the brain, the two types of people and sort of marketing disciplines together in the center. And so to me, what this means is going forward, marketing leaders, CMOs and leaders of marketing organizations need to tap into four areas: people, process, technology, and strategy. And that's a concept that's been around in management consulting since the 90s. And I really think that now needs to be applied to marketing. And so it's this idea that if we have this plethora of data and these sort of people with new skill sets that are very, again, left brain, analytical driven, technology driven, they understand APIs and integrations and all these different kinds of concepts. And how do we marry them again with those sort of more creative types and processes? And so that starts first and foremost with having a strategy. So it's a strategy of how are we going to leverage that sort of analytics, the data, what we're learning and understanding about our customers, what can we tap into, what channels and technologies can we leverage? Again, that sort of left brain kind of thinking, very data driven, and then marry it with sort of the right brain, the creative types. And so again, that starts with strategy, understanding how we integrate those two. Secondly, it's about people, right? Is that we have to think about going forward, who do we need in our organization? If you're going to leverage, as an example, much more marketing automation and move away from sort of the traditional batch and blast kind of marketing, is that requires a different approach. That requires different kind of people that you need to be able to either hire into your organization or train and retrain some of your existing people, which leads into the process, right? Which means to tap into more of this data analytics and automation and things like that. You need to rethink your processes. So it's really this idea, again, way back from the 90s of process reengineering. We have to rethink how we are actually deploying our marketing programs. We're moving away from sort of a manual calendar-driven approach to much more of an automated approach that's based on behavior. So it's a big part of then rethinking processes. And finally, of course, it's the technology, which I think actually is the easiest part. Whether you're using a platform like the IBM Marketing Cloud or something else, you have the tools and technologies at your hands today. The problem is that most marketers struggle to take advantage of all those capabilities and deploy it. And again, so I come back to this idea that I'm calling center brain marketing, is that sort of going forward to take full advantage of that sort of left brain technologies and tools and data and analytics. We have to sort of have this center brain concept in the middle where we bring then the creative types and that right brain thinking and concepts together in a seamless manner to maximize the opportunities that we have with these new technologies. And ultimately, of course, that'll create better customer engagement and hopefully greater success with your marketing program. That's my thoughts on center brain marketing. Again, Loren McDonald with IBM. Thank you very much.